Hi everyone, welcome to Rolling with Ellie. Today I am sharing with you another one of my favorite recipes, lemon blueberry bundt cake. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is oil or spray our pan and coat it with a layer of flour so it's easier to get out of the pan when it's done baking. So I just moved mine around a little bit and got a nice coating. Now we're gonna set that aside and you wanna preheat your oven to 350. Next, we're gonna put our dry ingredients together. So in a smaller size bowl, you wanna do 2 3/4 cups of flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Make sure you don't grab the baking soda as that is a smaller measurement. Now you wanna add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and mix. And then we're gonna set this aside and work on our wet ingredients. Okay, so for our wet ingredients, what we want is for them to all be room temperature. So in a larger size bowl, you want to add 1 cup or 2 sticks of butter and 2 cups of sugar. And you want to mix this on medium speed, 3 to 4 minutes. And you will most likely, throughout this whole entire recipe, have to do periodic scrape downs of the sides because a lot of your ingredients most likely will stick and you want to get them all incorporated well. Now we're going to add 4 eggs, but one at a time and mixing just a couple of seconds in between. Now we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, a 1/2 cup of sour cream, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla and mix. So in a moment, we're going to add our buttermilk and flour mixture to this, but we're not going to do it all at once. The first thing we're going to do is only add about 1/3 of our flour mixture to the batter and mix it in. You may need to use your spoon so it doesn't get all over. Then you're going to mix it a little bit, and then you're going to add 1/2 of your buttermilk. If it's not exact, it's okay. It doesn't have to be exact. And then you're going to mix, and then you're going to add another 1/3 of your flour and mix, and then add the rest of your buttermilk and mix, and now we can add the rest of the flour mixture and mix. So now in a small bowl, you want to add 1 3/4 cups of frozen or fresh blueberries and 2 tablespoons of flour because you want to coat these in flour. It will help your berries to not sink to the bottom of your bundt cake. So when you turn it over, all your blueberries are at the top and not the bottom. So now you want to pour them over your batter and fold them in and give it a nice gentle mix. Now you can add this to your cake pan, and I like to just make sure mine is smooth and as even as possible so I don't have one side that bakes higher than the other. Now this is ready to be placed in your oven that was preheating, and you want to bake it for about 50 minutes to an hour. It may take a little longer. Just take it out once the fork or the toothpick comes out dry. While our cake is baking, we're going to work on our icing. So in a bowl, you want to add 2 cups of powdered sugar and 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And you also can add some lemon zest. Now this comes out a little thin, so if you want your icing to be a little thicker, you can add 2 to 4 tablespoons of softened butter. Cover and set aside until our cake comes out and is cooled and ready to ice. Okay, so once cooled, we are ready to put this on our platter or our dish or whatever we're placing this on. And you can easily pour your icing over this. And what I like to do is when the icing gets on the sides to the tray, I like to scoop it up and pour it on top because I like a lot of icing. I added some blueberries to the top and in the center, and here it is. And let me tell you, it is as good as it looks. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you. I like lemons, but I'm not a huge lemon fan. But let me tell you, lemons and blueberries together I love it. I think they complement each other so well. And in this recipe, they are just divine together. So this is one of my go-to and my favorite recipes. And I love anything with blueberries. So my first recipe that I did on this channel was with blueberries. So I really hope that you like this recipe as much as I do. Feel free to leave any questions or comments. And also, everybody, I just want to thank you again for rolling with me, for rolling with Ellie. Please be sure to like and subscribe, as that helps out my channel. So again, thank you for rolling with me, and I will see you on the next one.